Hi, this is Jack from Alpha Charts with a stocks to watch video. Today is December 12th, 2021. Before we get started, these are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. And I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. Also, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe down below. I really do appreciate it. And it helps me out. It keeps me making these. So thank you very much for that. All right. So let's look at the Qs real fast. So it's above all its moving averages. I think there's some healing going on in the indexes. We need to see breadth follow suit. Not quite seen that yet, but we're not seeing further deterioration either. So I think that market is again healing a little bit. It could go really either way. Obviously, we need to make a new high here for it to be out of the woods. Anyway, enough about market stuff. Let's look at some stocks. I have 29 total in 3 categories. The first one is a miscellaneous / retail / reopening type category. We're going to look at Dollar Tree. Here's Dollar Tree. Way to go quickly, by the way. So if you like these, like anything, grab pen and paper, write them down, make the trade your own. Dollar Tree, which is now $1.25 tree. Again, once they announced that they're increasing their prices, what do we see? Just the whole chart just took off. So the question now is, where can we manage risk in this particular chart? And I think maybe the VWAP from here would be good. And let's just see what this VWAP is. Yeah, so it had a VWAP pinch going on kind of, and it's breaking out. So right there, I probably would use that VWAP as my, or the 9-day EMA as my stop. All right, that's DLTR. Cars, again, it had this beautiful kind of, back here, we're not worried about this. This was COVID, or actually before COVID, 2019. But now you see it's a change in character and going back up. And I think, it broke out of this area. And, may need to come back down, maybe a little bit extended right here, chop around a little bit. But overall looks pretty good. ISPC. This one, obviously just took off. Let's do a VWAP on this one, highest volume day. Okay, so it's underneath that VWAP, which I don't love. I think it needs to get above this VWAP for me to be interested in this name. But I mean, it went from $5 to the high $30. Now it's just coming back in, and we'll see what happens. Maybe you could even look at this area right here as a potential area as it comes back into the 23-day. That'd be a place to manage risk against. Snow, love the symmetrical base, right? Very nice. You have a breakout above this $400, $405 somewhere in there range. I think this one could be good. Maybe play it for the move from 371 to about 400 if that's your thing, whatever. But looks pretty good. Looks like it's making its first real IPO base, kind of cup and handle-ish. Very nice. Next up, CWK, Cushman Wakefield. I believe it's a British real estate company or something. But you see, this was an important area, and now prices breaking out above it with some volume involved here. Looks pretty good. You can manage risk right here if you wanted to. You can wait for it to chop around a little bit if you're interested. EDR, Endeavor Group. So it's making, again, an IPO base. It still needs to break out for me to be interested in this, but above, $32.50-ish, $32, it looks pretty good. OLPX, it is some kind of hair care product company. My daughter says they're very expensive. This is the IPO VWAP. Starting to move higher. Again, it's just in this range. It would definitely have to get out of the range for me to be interested in this name, but right there, right? This 29 to 29.50 range, that's what I'm looking for. A break above that looks pretty good. SGRY, Surgery Partners, broke the downtrend line, gapped through it, which I love. And now it's kind of filled the gap right here pretty much. And now it's trying to move higher above the VWAP from the gap day. And let's see if it's above it from here. Probably is. Yep, same spot. above the VWAP from there too. So that looks really good. Moving average is turning up. Like this one quite a bit. Again, here you can play it against the VWAP, which is fine. You could also play it against, you know, this area right here, something like that, right? Playing up some kind of breakout, but right here I think would be legitimate, and you know, manage risk, you know, against the VWAP, against the 9-day, whatever you want. BERY, a packaging company, because, you know, obviously we can't figure out how to make packages, so very high demand for this. And as you can see, moving higher, there's your gap up, there's your VWAP right there, above everything. You know, a little indecision going on here, but I think, you know, you can manage it against the VWAP or the 9-day. That looks pretty good. Swim, yep, they make swimming pools. Newer IPO, it kind of tanked, and then it's obviously going back up very nicely. The VWAP from the IPO is above it, which is nice to see. I like how it kind of consolidated, went up again, now it's consolidating. Again, you could play it against, you know, the low of the day here, the VWAP, the 23-day, whatever you choose. And Hilton, H. So Hilton here, kind of a, I don't want to call it a cup and handle, but it's consolidation pattern, base type pattern. It may need more time. I would play the breakout potentially. In this one, it's a reopening style play. Looks pretty good if it can break out. Again, I think $89 to $90 is the area that we have to see it above. All right, materials is my second group. Oil and gas names like Denbury are in this group. You know, had amazing uptrend, and now it tried to break out, came back, retested the VWAP from the highest volume day in a very long time, maybe ever, ever, right? Held the VWAP on the closing basis, broke back out, and now the moving averages are starting to cross bullishly. This looks pretty good. Great place to manage risk against right here also, so I like that a lot. MP, this is MP Materials. They do trace, I forget, not trace minerals, whatever they do like a mineral company, and they rare earth minerals, thank you. This is trying to break out of this perfect base right there. It was a SPAC originally, uptrend, kind of basey, again above $50. You can manage risk easily above $50, so that's what I'm watching for this one. ERF, again, I think it's another oil and gas name. I'm not even sure, but I like this for a breakout. Obviously, I was watching it back here. I'm just gonna move this to there. Look at that. Yeah. So if this starts to break out here, you obviously manage risk against that area. Nice volume coming in recently. CIVI. You know, same look to the chart, right? Almost exactly the same chart. Looks like they're paying a dividend soon. But again, I like it with on the breakout. SUM, Summit Materials, again, nice uptrend from 31 to 41. You know, that's a 30% increase, pulled back, and now it's trying to establish a base or move higher from here. Again, I probably would play the breakout if you really want to get a little more aggressive. You know, there's a downtrend line right there. You could play against the downtrend line. TREX, I believe it's a building supply company. I mean, went from $90 to $134. Now it's up to $140. So what can we do here? You know, I think this is the area that to manage risk against. You know, kind of broke out right here, little hammer looking candle. And now it's trying to move higher, right? That right there, maybe a little extended from the moving averages, so just be careful with that one. LNT, Alliant Energy Corp. When we go and look back here, it's trying to make this base. Looks good so far. Again, I'd play this probably against a breakout. You know, you can probably cheat the breakout against this area. True breakout would be above here. It's LNT. CTVA. Cup and handle-ish look to it, maybe a little bit deep on the handle right there. But again, I would play it against a breakout here because we got to manage risk, maybe about 49-ish, 49 and a quarter, somewhere around there. And hopefully the moving averages will be close to it and manage risk against that. Then NTR Fertilizer Company had a nice little cup and handle right there, went higher, retested, held, right? That's beautiful. I guess we're in a range right now, so watching for the breakout above $72 would look pretty good. All right, and my last 9 are in the tech and semiconductors area. ALGM is the first one. Yeah, I mean, how good does this look, right? I'm trying to break out to all-time highs, very close to it. Everything's bullshit aligned. Great looking setup right there. Volume coming in, very nice. Looks like accumulation. MRVL. Beautiful gap up, obviously extended, needs to kind of chill out. I like how the volume is decreasing as this is coming back into its VWAP and moving averages. So definitely want to watch. PI. Again, great accumulation volume here. You want to go ahead and put something like this going on here, right? Breaking out as we speak. Great volume. This one is now one of my favorites, actually. Beautiful little cup and handle right there. I mean, how good does that look, right? PI. On semiconductors, you know, this is one that I should have been in from a long time ago. I've been watching for a long time. So now it broke out again, big gap up here, trying to move higher, looks pretty good. Moving averages are starting to catch up, which is really nice too. CRUS. So this is Cirrus Logic, looking like a breakout here. Again, it's kind of extended from its moving average. It is a wick play potential here, especially if it moves higher, it takes out this $92. If it does take out $92, that would be, it's extended, right? But it is, but that would be very interesting. You know, could easily get this highs at $102, $103. So that is Cirrus, CRUS. Qualcomm, there's an oldie. And again, let's look at the monthly chart on this. I'll do weekly, it'll show up better. You know, back from 2021, it was trying to, actually probably from daily, that's fine. You know, break out here, create this base, then it finally broke out, and now it's starting to move higher. So that one looks really good. We can go ahead and probably put a anchored VWAP from here. You see it's above it. We put anchored VWAP from here, and you see it's above that too. So again, what's not to like on that name? Qualcomm, large liquid name, right? RMBS, RMBS. Nice little up, flagged, up. Now it's going to flag. Hopefully let these moving averages catch up. That's where I'd want to be involved. Maybe a little too extended right now, but definitely one to watch. AUM. Nope, that'd be AVM. No, what is this one? This is AUR. I can't even read my own handwriting. That's an R. That's better. Anyway, obviously it's back and fairly recent, but nice little marching higher right here. Looks like, you know, just people are accumulating this one. Again, hard, you know, this volume, because of this bar right here, makes it maybe a little elevated. And here's your VWAP from this big day right here. So yeah, I mean, above this area, that's where I'd probably want to get involved. And you may be able to even say, you know, it kind of coincides with that. That's where the breakout, quote unquote, is where I'd look for. All right, that's AUR. And last one's LWLG. And, you know, this was a beautiful breakout, gigantic volume right here, you know, some big days too. So now it needs to kind of chill out, maybe move sideways, maybe low volume, pull back into the moving averages or retest at this $15 or $16 level. You know, may not get back there. Maybe it only gets to $17, right? Into the moving averages, and then maybe moves higher. So looks really good. That's light wave logic. All right. So basically, I think that there's some repair going on in the indexes. We're not out of the woods yet. If you look at MMFI, percent of stocks above the 50-day, it's still only 33, 34%. That's not great. MMTH, is at 42% above the 200-day, but we are seeing some improvements, right? We are seeing some improvements. The RSP, equal weight S&P, and not quite to all-time highs, but there is improvement going on there. So with all that being said, here's the cues. All that being said, be careful out there, know where your stops are. And I think that there's some repair going on. A lot of people are pretty bearish right now, and there's a sentiment issue right there too. Put call ratio, equity only. And as you can see, people are really indecisive, kind of bearish. Anyway, if you like that type of analysis, I do a state of the market every Saturday where I go over these types of charts and so much more. Also, I go over where we try to determine the health of the market. All right, so like and subscribe, appreciate that. Check it out. Find me on Twitter at AlphaCharts365. Hope you all have a great day today. Bye.